Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, and we're again coming to you from MJ Harrington's here on Main Street in Newport. And I'm now joined by Dave Ernster, who's the goldsmith here at MJ Harrington's. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
I think your job is wildly fascinating, and it's unique.
It is wildly fascinating. I am fascinated by it every single day, actually.
That's good.
I'm actually one of 3 goldsmiths here.
Okay.
There's Tom Armstrong, who's a master bench jeweler, who's been at it, I think, as long as, probably longer than me, perhaps,
okay.
over 30 years. And Kenny Bergeron, who's also a very talented goldsmith and jeweler.
And how'd you get into it?
Boy, I've been making things out of metal since I was probably 11.
Huh.
We had a really good arts programs growing up, you know, and I learned how to do laboratory work, cut stones, lost wax casting in high school, actually, and I did that all through college, and ever since.
Amazing. So you've been at MJ Harrington's about 20 years with a little leave of absence to teach at Colby Sawyer. Mm-hmm. And what did you teach at Colby Sawyer?
I taught art at Colby Sawyer, mostly ceramics, but I also taught sculpture, printmaking, art history, drawing, things like that.
Interesting. You know. So great. So you were here for a while, left, then came back, and you really have made your mark on not only repairs, but also creating and designing not just jewelry even. You do pottery and a fancy mug we've heard about, this birch mug. And some of your pieces are here at MJ Harrington's that people can look at and purchase.
Ceramic pieces, yeah. Yep, and metal pieces, yeah. But yeah, and I've been a member of the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen, since early 90s probably.
Okay.
You know,
quite
so
some time, yeah.
I do the show there at Sunapee and those sorts of things.
That's wonderful. And then you also work on the bench doing repairs of jewelry too, which I know is a huge portion of how MJ Harrington's is one of their services that they offer. And so you do repairs on jewelry. I
do, and that's that can be really fascinating. I mean, at times a little aggravating, but you get a lot of, especially at a really well-established place like this, you get a lot of really interesting, antique, just gorgeous jewelry to look at that over hundreds of years needs repairs from time to time, and it's just looking at the construction of them and really kind of inspires you to want to create more. But they're really, I do a lot of repairs.
And do you get some design aspects and ideas from some of the repairs that you see come through the bench for your own things?
Yeah, absolutely. I've gone on actually a few years back to take hand engraving courses and things like that so that I could kind of recreate areas that I'm repairing on antique jewelry, but also because I just enjoy that.
And you have a wide collection here of estate jewelry too, which I think is so fascinating, and I would love to know the story of each piece because it's so amazing, but you must see some really unique things that come through that people have in this area.
Yeah, very unique. I mean, stuff from Tiffany's and all over the world. Yeah, really gorgeous stuff. And and the stories behind them are really fascinating. I mean, people come in with things that their great-grandmother had, and it's been passed down, through the generations, and they thankfully often want to keep it as it is. But we also reconstruct a lot of that stuff and make more modern designs from them. So.
That's wonderful. Well, Dave, thank you so much for your insight on Goldsmith, and it's wonderful, and thanks for having us here.
You're welcome.